Hello, how you doing? It's me, Cindy Passion One. I wanted to come on here real quick and do a video response to Msbabyfat. She went to the doctor last night and got some disturbing news. Found 2 spots on her lung, and she's concerned about what it may or may not be. And she asked the question, does your significant other or husband's, I guess, does his actions or his response to things make or break your day to the point that you're upset and you're crying? I'll tell you this. Men do not respond to things the way women respond to things. We're not built and wired the same. You know, as women, we are emotional beings, and men are not. When I first found out that it was a possibility of me having breast cancer, and I told my boyfriend, I can tell he was concerned, but he never really lingered on it. He never wanted to get into a deep conversation. He never volunteered to go with me to the doctor. He never initiated conversations about it or anything. But anytime I asked him to go with me to a doctor's appointment or to come with me to the hospital, he was right there. And the morning that I went in for surgery, he stopped, and I said this in a previous video, he stopped as he was getting dressed, and he just looked at me and he said, is there a possibility that anything can go wrong? And I'm like, anything like what? He said, you know, anything. And I was like, well, you know, there's always a possibility that something can go wrong. I said, what do you mean, like, could I die? And he was like, yeah. And I could see in this seriousness in his face, and he was really scared. And I was like, honey, you know, I could die any day. It doesn't have to be because I'm going under the knife, but I'm not going anywhere, so I'm going to be here a long time. So your husband may not have responded in the way that you think he should respond, but believe me when I say he's taken this in. I think you said you're a mother of 7 or 8 children, and think about that. Wow, my wife may be sick. Something could happen to my wife, possibly. We have 7 or 8 children. Can you imagine what his mind is going through? And as a man, he's too manly of a man. You know how black men are. They are too manly of a man to show their emotions. But you better believe he got a buddy or a co-worker or somebody that he's going to sit down with and talk to about this situation. So in my process, I learned that whatever my situation was, I had to give it to God. Just like you said, I had to give it to God, and then I knew not to expect emotions from other humans, and God put my emotions in check. And once I knew that God had put my mind and my heart at ease, even though I was positive for breast cancer, nothing else really mattered. You know, nothing else really mattered. I guess that's pretty much it, you know. So, like you said, you're talking to God, you're reading scriptures, you're on the right track. And your husband, like I said, he may not have responded the way you thought he'd respond. It's just like this. You love him and he loves you, but you love him in a different way than he loves you. We all love in different ways. Love means different things to different people. So his response to your situation is not going to be what you expect it to be. It's going to be how he knows how to handle it as a man. I pray that all your test results come back that you are fine. And if you're not fine, you're going to be fine, because God has got you. He's got your back. So you're too beautiful of a person to let this bog you down. So take care of yourself and smooches.